class. Now we're on step 2. We're going to be making some more bookmarks and setting up an account. So the first thing is I want to go back to this district home page here. I want you to come up here to departments. And we're going to click on curriculum and instruction. Down below, FMS curriculum. And finally, middle school science. This is where all of our proficiency scales are located. This is everything that I'm required to teach throughout the school year and when I'm supposed to teach it. So, for instance, we're going into atoms, and I've told you guys the learning goals that we're going to be covering, but go ahead and open up atoms. We have here our vocabulary words, our simple one, our C1. This is what we're collecting evidence for. So by the end of this topic, you want to know the definition of an atom, to be able to locate protons, neutrons, and electrons, and to understand their relationships. So what I want you to do is I want you to have this handy throughout the school year so you can reference what you're learning. All of our tests are written based on these proficiency scales. So they're a great place to start your studying. Make sure you know each of these particular goals, and then you should do great on the test. So let's go ahead and go back, and let's bookmark this. So we are going to bookmark this as proficiency. Yes. And you're going to go ahead and add that to your favorites there. Okay, switching gears. We're going to go to explorelearning.com. Give you a second to type that in. Okay, this is Gizmos, and I'm sure you guys have used Gizmos in your previous science classes, especially if you went to Mesa View. Now, if you were out of the district, there's a chance you may not have, but you're going to go ahead and log in and enroll. Everyone always says, well, I have a username and password. Can I sign up with my last year's classes? I think you can still use your username and password, but you have to enroll in a class. So you can head 2 directions in this way. If you know your username and password, go ahead and enter it in here now. Log in. On the right-hand side, there will be a place asking for a class code. Now here is First Hour Sciences class code right here. If you are in first hour, you will use this code to sign up for your account. If you are in second hour, this is your code. Please do not sign up for the wrong class and do not make multiple accounts. If you are struggling at any point, come and see me. If you don't know your username and password from last year, or you've never used Gizmos before, go ahead and put in your class code. So I am going to put in first hour's class code. And I'm going to enroll in the class. So you're going to see here that it says enroll in class first hour, Fitzgerald. If it says taught by Lacey Fitzgerald, you're in the right class. Again, now you can say I already have an Explore Learning account. You can log in this way, or you can create an Explore Learning account. If you create an account, let me go ahead and go back to big screen, you are going to need an email address. Your email address is your username at fms.k12.nm.us. Okay. I suggest using the same username and password for your school computer. That way you don't have to learn a bunch of new passwords, but you can use whatever you want. Now, keep in mind I am going to see this, so keep it school appropriate, please. And use your first and last name up here, not any surnames or nicknames. And please use the same username as your computer. Now, Once you are done creating your account, you should be logged on to Explore Learning. I then want you to open up, oh, that's the wrong file. I want you to open up the folder you made previously, the Your Names document, and add your Explore Learning passwords, username and password right here. Again, I'm keeping a running list of your passwords. That way, if you lose this, you lose the file, anything happens, I'm able to access them quickly. So go ahead, you should have a username and password for Edsby. Now, step 2, username and password for Explore Learning. Once you're done with that, I want you to go back and bookmark Explore Learning. So I'm going to bookmark, add bookmark, and I'm going to call it Gizmos because that's how I know it. And okay, at this point you are done with step 2. Again, you should have 3 bookmarks so far, 1 for Edsby, 1 for the proficiency skills, and 1 for Explore Learning or Gizmos. And you should also have 2 sets of usernames and passwords, 1 for Edsby and 1 for Explore Learning, saved in your file. Now, at the end of all of these lessons, you are going to turn in that username and password file to Edsby. So please, please, please make sure you're saving it. Always, always, always double check that you are saving your things. All right, until step 3. See you later.